Sure. My name is Brian Snyder. I'm a bear market survivor. This is my third bear market. How many guys out there have been through a bear market before? How many guys have been through two? I swear it gets better by the third, okay? So, anyways.
Brian, do you have any advice to people who maybe this is their first time going through a bear market?
Yeah, don't pull out too much of your hair, and you didn't make the wrong choices. It just give it a little bit; it'll come back.
Yeah, the way I say to people is, you're not wrong. You're just early, and sometimes being early makes you feel like you're wrong, but you're not. You're just early.
I'd agree with that. So
and then what the idea for Kaboomracks? I think you guys have a lot of traction. You're obviously one of the main sponsors here. Why is that, and what do you think has led to your success?
Sure. I think if you look back to the principles of Kaboomracks and why it was founded, I don't know if any of you guys have bought a lot of used equipment directly from China or from another vendor in the past before, but, there we go. Okay.
Finish answering.
Generally speaking, you normally, if you've ever done that before, you get the equipment, it comes in, and half of it doesn't work, right? So, you've got a headache. Apparently I'm having technical difficulties on this one too, so
it's fine. Technology.
We're gonna totally wing this at this point. So, or if you can get me connected, that'd be great.
I can.
Perfect. So, there we go. This is Robert Van Kirk, our founder, and again, Kaboomracks as a marketplace was founded under the idea to make sure that customers had a good buying experience, especially with used hardware. There's too many experiences where people end up with a lot of broken mining equipment, and they just don't have the resources to fix it, and it's a mess. So at Kaboomracks, we've built infrastructure to prevent that. Anyways, I'm sure you guys are here. One weird trick to double your mining profits. That was going to be the lead-in. So apologies for the clickbait. One answer, Kaboomracks. But reality is, how can we help you double your mining profits? So let's take a look. First off, infrastructure. So Kaboomracks has been cleaning, repairing, and refurbishing used equipment for the better part of several years. Myself and Robert have been running mining operations since 2014. And I'll tell you that the infrastructure is really the key. So these are some of the services that we offer with Kaboomracks. So what's the advantage for somebody buying from us? Well, again, the idea is equipment arrives, it comes in, it's working. You don't have to deal with not knowing. But what if you're a seller? How can Kaboomracks help you? Well, one of the ways Kaboomracks can help you is, as a seller, you don't really have the infrastructure or the personnel a lot of times to refurbish and process all these. Plus, you don't want to have to deal with the consumer headache of selling to individuals, right? Kaboomracks can handle that. We have facilities, we have staff, we've got customer support. So rather than having a bunch of S9s or an S17 or even eventually S19 sitting in the corner collecting dust, don't worry about it, send it to us, we can repair it, fix it up, and get it resold, and basically you end up with a check at the end of the day. It's a much better way of running through it. So one of the new exciting service lines I was going to talk to you guys about, you guys know Kaboomracks is a marketplace, right? You probably know Robert and Nick, they're the goofy guys on Kaboomracks, but behind the scenes, one of the things you guys don't see is what we're attempting to do, which is micro-soldering. And we've been building that department over the last year. Let me tell you, it's hard, it's a challenge, right? Imagine trying to take a component the size of the grain of salt and underneath the microscope, by hand, replace an identical component in the exact same spot. It's not easy. I don't know how the guys do it, but it's been fun. We do have a great team now, and we're starting to actually offer services for people interested in getting micro-soldering repair. Now, the other department that Kaboomracks has been working on recently is our engineering team. Our engineering team, who's also here at our booth, is with Andy, and what we've been doing is we get a lot of questions, right? So a lot of our customers come to us, hey, what transformers should I buy? What type of voltage do I need? Basic electrical and mechanical questions. Hey, my mine's overheating. Well, why is your mine overheating? Or, hey, I'm losing a lot of miners over winter. Well, there's a big difference between summer and winter. In summer, you're worried about how you cool your miners. In winter, however, you're worried about how to keep your miners heated. Recirculated air is really big on that. In fact, winter typically kills and destroys more miners than summer does. Reason why, the miner's running at 80, 85 degrees, it's maybe negative 20 outside. When the miner shuts down, negative 20-degree air moves across that PCB, and the expansion and contraction of the PCB causes it to be destroyed. So looking at it that way, and especially under a microscope with our micro soldering department, it's doing it the right way is important. Now, one of the other big things we've been doing and partnering with is we've been partnering with Raptor Power Systems and Edge Data Solutions. Both these companies, one of these companies specializes in immersion and the other one in electrical. So we kind of come in the middle, and we're basically the hardware manufacturer, customer provided, and we do a lot of aftermarket stuff as well. So this is a graph, for example, of an S19J Pro in immersion. You can substantially increase your hash rate by running in an immersion environment. But as for the engineering services, we start out with 3D modeling, design to spec, and then actually build it. So full project management going all the way down. And again, General Mining Solutions. We love our staff. They're great, but they're available for loan. So if you're a mining operation, you guys know how it goes. Deployments, you need a lot of staff. And then long-term wise, you guys want to keep a low minimum staff for the maintenance. So rather than staffing up with temps who maybe don't know what they're doing with $10,000 machines or even $4,000 machines, right? You can hire us. We can come in, we can support your deployment. We can also do a lot of, for example, if you're doing immersion, we can do a lot of the immersion prep. So what we've been working with Edge is coming up with a bunch of solutions to prep miners so that they can overclock 6 to 8 kilowatts, and they're ready to go into the immersion. So when they come to your facility, they're ready to just go into the fluid, get mining, get testing, get running. That's our strategic partnership. So apologize, I wish I had the video to run through with you guys. I think we got a couple minutes, so if anybody's got any questions about the video, feel free.
All right, my first question, why'd you guys name yourself Kaboomracks?
That one you'll have to ask Robert about. It's a secret. Robert can tell you if you ask him.
Okay, and then if there's like an ideal customer that you're looking for, some product you're looking for, anything that you think can really help you, maybe even if it's something that has not been developed yet, what would you say that is?
It's a good question. I mean, we've really spent the last year getting to the point where we can be a one-stop solution for Bitcoin miners out there. Looking at what we have the capabilities, just obviously in the procurement side is where we're known. The recent developments, the engineering support, the mining solutions, aftermarket firmware provisioning, optimization, tuning, and service supports, we can kind of pretty much do it all. And if we can't do it, we have our strategic partners like Edge and Raptor who can provide the equipment. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it, you guys.
Awesome.
Give it up for Brian. Thank you, Brian.
Apologies for that.
Brian, what is your booth number in case people are trying to find you?
Our booth's right over there by the coffee, and I promised a couple people I would do this, so kaboom! All right. I know they missed. They're worse shots, so all right. You should have.